Skyrim, still playing with Namesh Shadow Scale. As you can see, we've made it to Whiterun. You may also see my scales are a little lighter than normal, because I was a pure black Argonian. And if we look at the front here, I now have fangs as well as my horns. Yep, I became a vampire. I did it for the stealth bonuses because I have been making a lot of progress with this character. So, if we look at his magics here, my favorites are the bound bow. That one was quite tricky to get. I had to sneak into a stronghold to get it. And it was quite heavily guarded with powerful mages. And it was hidden in a stronghold in a bucket. And it was hidden underneath a lantern in the bucket. Now that is the basis of this build. It's all based around the bound bow in particular. Now if you also notice, it's an adept level spell that only costs 61 magic. Now the great thing is I've been grinding conjuration up really high. And I put in all the perks to conjuration, making it to where I could summon this bow back to back with relative ease. I also have the bound sword, my Argonian Hiskin ability, but you get that for just being an Argonian. Excuse me. I also went to the College of Winterhold and got the Invisibility Spell. Now, it still costs a lot because I haven't put in enough perk points into illusion magic to make it to where it's a lot cheaper. But I could still cast it with ease. I also have the Muffle spell, which is really good for a stealth character, and I'm really happy I have that. I actually use Soul Trap for two reasons. One, to trap enemy souls and put them into soul gems for enchanting, obviously. For two, I was able to use Soul Trap to grind up my conjuration really quickly and easily. Now there's a little bit of an exploit in the game where if you keep hitting a dead body with the Soul Trap spell, it will for some reason count it as if they were a living target, and it will increase the conjuration skill just by spamming it on a dead body. It was actually insanely easy and took about 15 minutes. Then I have the telekinesis spell because I'm pretty sure that's one of the only ways to quickly and effectively level up alteration. Though it does cost a lot of magic to use. Now for weapons, I don't really have anything. I did pick up these silver swords, which I don't even know if I'm really going to use. I probably won't, but I'm glad I have them anyways. Then for apparel, I got this from doing the Dark Brotherhood stuff. I'll get into that later. But I plan to replace these foot wraps, actually. Actually, I'm going to drop those. Where did those foot wraps go? There we go.
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
I need to toss these out of here. I am not going to be using those. I have a different clothing item that I want to wear. And you can see I also have a bunch of wheat and giant's toes, which will be used for something else. But for my apparel, I have gloves, a mage hood, ragged trousers, and a silver ring and necklace. Now, this will all play really importantly to this build, but I will get onto that in a later time. And I have these execution hoods because I thought they would be fun to have, since I believe there's only these three in the entire game. I don't have too much for potions, just stuff that I've picked up. And oh, the Fortify Healths, I have those for just... I'll explain it later. I accidentally stole that bread a while. And then I have these ingredients for various spells that I want to make. I have random books that I want. Then I have some soul gems and whatnot. I don't have much, but it's really important that I have all this stuff. And for skills, I'm actually almost level 48. Like I said, I maxed out Conjuration, put in Novice, Dual Casting, Mystic Binding, Apprentice, and Adept Conjuration to help me with all those skills. I didn't really need too much from the Conjuration tree. Now with Illusion, I put in Novice, Dual Casting, Apprentice, Adept. I do need Expert though. Then forget the other two because I did not need them. I did get Quiet Casting. That way all my spells are quiet enemies. I'm leveling up my Alchemy. Lockpicking is just naturally gone up from picking locks. I did max out my Sneak. And I got everything but the Assassin's Blade, just because I don't need it for this build. Then I've almost got Archery to 80. Once I could get Archery to 80, I will be much more powerful with my bow. Then I was able to max out one-handed. This took hours past what I recorded with last time to do. But I was able to get every one-handed perk that I wanted. Then I maxed out Enchanting, though I haven't put a single point in anything quite yet. Now, I will be maxing out most of this, but I've been putting points on other stuff. Then I also have Alteration, which will be important later on, because there are skills like Stone Flesh that are very useful for characters like me that won't be using traditional armor. Now what I'm doing is a very commonly known glitch in Skyrim. It is essentially an item duplication glitch. And this will allow me to take these items that I'm trying to duplicate, which in this case is wheat and giant's toes. Now, this could be a very annoying glitch to do and time consuming because I am trying to duplicate a lot of items, and this glitch only properly works the way you want it to if you drop items one by one. Now, it's annoying in that fact because I'm trying to duplicate like 100 items. So I have to go through and drop them one by one. Now the reason why I can't just drop all 50 of these toes is because if I attempt to do this glitch and it's a stack of 50 instead of just individual, when I go to duplicate it, it will remove the stack of 50 and only create one more. Now, I don't want that because I will just lose a bunch of giant's toes, essentially. Well, I won't lose any, but I'll only gain one. Where if I do it this way, I'll gain all 50 of these toes. Now, why I'm doing this is simple. I need a lot of ingredients for alchemy. And the reason why I need a lot of ingredients for alchemy is so I could upgrade the alchemy skill tree. Now, this is important for later on, so I could continue to become more powerful, because I can make some really powerful potions with the alchemy workbench if I put all the upgrades into it. Now, that can only be done if I continue to make potions. Now, the best types of potions for leveling up alchemy, the quickest, is to make fortify health potions. Now, these could be done with giant's toes and wheat. Now, instead of rather going out and spending hours and hours and hours collecting only a few dozen giant's toes or wheat, I could just spend like an hour or so dropping all these items. Then
I'm right behind you. All right.
You can you can have any companion do this.
Okay, got it.
But in this case, I have
Okay, got it.
Najida strong arm.
Okay, got it.
Because
Okay,
I
got it.
actually,
Okay, got
in
it.
the meantime, while
Okay,
I was
got
off
it.
camera,
Okay, got it.
I became the
Okay,
leader
got
of the
it.
companions, the harbinger of
Okay,
the
got it.
companions. Now, it was quite important
Okay, got it.
because I
Okay,
explained
got
this
it.
in my last video,
Okay, got it.
where you can have
Okay,
Faendal
got it.
from Riverwood train you up
Okay,
to
got
50 archery. Now, that's fine and all. You could do that
Okay,
from
got it.
essentially level 1
Okay,
to have
got
that
it.
done,
Okay, got it.
but obviously, we want to try and
Okay,
max
got
out
it.
the level
Okay,
of
got it.
archery.
Okay,
And
got
the
it.
only way to even get closer
Okay,
to that
got it.
is
Okay, got it.
if you have Aella the
Okay, got it.
Huntress
Okay, got it.
from the
Okay,
companions
got it.
become your companion.
Okay, got it.
Now,
Okay, got it.
it's quite a bit of work to make it to where she becomes
Okay,
your
got it.
companion.
Okay, got it.
You have to
Okay, got
complete
it.
the main quest
Okay,
line
got it.
for the companions,
Okay, got it.
which involves only a few quests, though. It doesn't
Okay,
take too
got
much
it.
work. Mostly involves just killing Silverhand and
Okay,
doing
got
some
it.
small jobs here and there.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
And after you do that, you could
Okay,
essentially
got it.
make any member of the companions,
Okay, got
including
it.
this girl and Aella the Huntress, as your companion.
Anything else?
Now, it's important to have Aella as your companion, because she could train your archery up to 75. And you could essentially do it for free, because if she's your companion, you could just take the money back every time that she levels you up. Now, you know how I had my companion to pick all that up? Now, this is important. You leave through the door like I just did, then you fast travel back. It won't work if you walk through the door normally. If you fast travel back, all the items that I had her pick up, which are in her inventory, should, in turn...
Watch what you're doing.
Oh, Skyrim again. Be on the ground again. Now, you notice how we have these millions of giant's toes and wheat here?
We heading out?
If we look back in her inventory, they're still in here. Which is great.
I'll just be here then.
What is it?
So we just duplicated dozens of these giant toes and wheat with very little effort. It's more time consuming and tedious when you get to large numbers.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
But it's a free way to essentially get as many items as you want. There's very few items that don't work with this glitch. I think there's actually little to nothing that you can't duplicate with this glitch. It's quite nice. So now that we have our giant's toes and wheat, I think there's one. No, I don't want this here. Get this out of here. Okay. So now that we have all these, and we have, let's see how many wheat and giant's toe. We have 130 giant's toes and almost 100 wheat.
Need a blade?
Now, what we could do is there is a free alchemy table in there. Though sadly they're closed because it's late at night. What if we just wait for, let's say, like 8 hours? We could wait until it opens up again, and then we should be able to walk in there and use the alchemy table for free. And then we'll just keep making fortify health potions.
Sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not,
Okay.
let me know.
Now we create fortify health with wheat and giant's toe, and just keep spamming it. Okay, we leveled up. Now we could put more points into... I just keep dumping into health and magic, to be honest. I feel like that's the best to do. So if we go over... what skill should we increase next? We should increase to Expert Illusion. Now I'm done with the illusion skill tree. I do not need to put anything more into it. I do not need to put anything more into conjuration. Now, what I could do is I could go over here as well.
Pardon me. So you're interested
I did
in
not
my
need to ask for Sel. What I
think
need
can
her to
teach you a
do
thing or two.
is upgrade my alchemy even higher.
So you're interested
And what I
in
could
my
do to get
potions
that
and
money
ingredients?
back is sell all these fortify restoration, or fortify health potions that I have.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Then we go back here and continue to make more. And we could keep repeating this process essentially infinitely. Okay. Let's just get rid of these potions.
Maybe a hardy Nord like you. Take a look.
I'm not a Nord, ma'am. I am clearly an Argonian. But I think that's funny. So let's sell all these dozens upon dozens of fortify health potions, because I will not need them. And it's a free speech increase as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through that process again and again until I can max out alchemy. So now I need to get more wheat and giant's toe, in particular wheat, and keep expanding. This time I think I'm going to go for more ingredients this time around. So what I need to do is drop these wheats one at a time again until we get about 54. Excuse me. That way, the wheat and giant's toe is about the same, because it's 1-to-1 with creating these potions. So let's have our little companion here.
What do you need? Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Let's have her just pick all these up yet again.
Codlec White Mane is a better place now. Or is there any place better than Sovngarde?
There we go.
Anything else?
Now, we just duplicate the items again. And we could do this essentially forever. Though it would become annoying because the more you duplicate items, the more the like amount of time to drop each item individually just grows and grows until it becomes too troublesome to even worry about. Because you could get thousands of any item that you want. Especially, it's common to do this with ingredients. With no repercussion whatsoever. Though I have noticed, the more you do it, the more likely it is your game is to crash. I've only had it crash once though, thank goodness. It was annoying though.
With respect, companion, I'd ask that you and your friends muzzle that dog of yours. The howling coming from the Orvasker has gotten out of hand.
Ready to get going? What do you want me to carry?
So let's take back our giant's toes and our wheat. I noticed that the wheat doesn't duplicate well. Like sometimes it doesn't duplicate every wheat, which is annoying, but it's not that bad. So we have 62 giant's toes and 31 wheat. If I can have this 31 double again, then they'll both be at 62. And I just want as much of these ingredients as I could get, so I could just keep constantly upgrading my alchemy. This is just more troublesome than it is. More tedious than it is hard to do. Though this could be done on either console or PC, though it is actually easier on PC like most things.
Friends like you are... Alright, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. 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 Okay, got it.
And then
Okay, got it.
we keep duplicating
Okay, got
this
it.
over and over.
Okay, got it.
Then I have another
Okay,
thing that
got
we
it.
could do,
Okay, got it.
where we're just gonna keep
Anything
upgrading
else?
one skill over and over again. Now this is an insanely easy skill to keep upgrading, and it's very quick and allow us to get the last clothing item that I need at the same time. Because I kind of like this raggedy look that I have going, especially for how powerful this character is actually. Though I do have some more upgrading to do as well. Just because I want this character to be insanely powerful. And if I do things the way that I'm trying to, it should be an insanely powerful, if not completely undefeatable character. It would become to the point where I would have to try and die to die.
We heading out? What do you want me to carry?
Okay,
I'll
let's
just be
see.
here.
How much wheat do we have? We have 59 wheat, 62 giant stoves. Okay, let's start dropping these items now. I'll duplicate this one more time, then go back to the alchemy workstation. And that should make it to where we have enough to at least go up 20 more levels, I'd say. If we couldn't get at least to level 80 by doing this, I would be quite shocked. Not the level 80 with the character, but level 80 in alchemy, I mean. And then after this, I'm probably going to work on alteration, which will be kind of annoying to do, but could really make me the last thing to make this character really powerful. Then I'll do the thing just to get more skill points, to make my skills more effective. Oh, I also need to get archery to a minimum of 80. Because if I could get 80 archery, then I could put a point into the damage perk in archery, the last damage perk in archery, which will give the maximum potential damage without any enchantments or anything on a bow, on any bow, without enchantments or smithing. Since I can't smith my conjured bow, I will have to rely on enchantments mostly, which is also why I max out the enchantment skill tree. Now, we want the alchemy to help increase our enchanting capability, and to improve, and to make like poisons and whatnot. Because I imagine there'll be stronger enemies that will require more than just a strong bow to be taken down with. Though, I'm quite sure that if I could put some strong enchantments on something, then I could be quite well with my bow. Quite strong, quite unstoppable. My goal is to be able to essentially one-shot anything from stealth, though I know that won't be with every enemy, as there are some enemies in the game that one can't realistically be stealthed, and two, ones that have so much health that I would have to break the game even further to one-shot them. But I don't want to be so strong as to one-shot everything by 20 million points of damage. That would just kind of be too much in my opinion. I like exploiting to make my character more powerful, but not so powerful as to I cannot be killed and there's no challenge whatsoever. I know a stealth archer build is kind of contradictive of that statement, but I enjoy this. So, we are just going to keep dropping this wheat, no matter how annoying it is, no matter how much time it takes, and keep working at this character. Then, what we're going to do to level up our alteration is I'm going to go back to the College of Winterhold, buy some gear to increase my capabilities with alteration, and just keep lifting stuff up with telekinesis to increase the alteration skill over and over. Or I could instead go and buy the Detect Life spell, which is also an alteration spell, and that will allow me to do pretty much the same thing, but there's a nice thing about the Detect Life spell. It makes it to where you can detect any living creature, whether it's an enemy or not.
What guidance could... Alright, what is it?
And if you detect it, it can't be an undead though.
Okay,
It can't be anything undead or anything like that.
Okay, got it.
What do you need?
Okay,
Any
got
life that you detect
Okay, got it.
increases the skill.
Okay, got
It isn't based off of how long
Okay,
you use
got
it, but how
Is
many
that
living
fur?
things,
got it.
Coming out of your ears?
how many living
Okay,
beings you
got it.
detect with it at one
Okay,
time.
got it.
So essentially, how many you
Okay,
could fit
got
on
it.
your screen. So I could
Okay,
go in the
got
middle
it.
of town right here in
Okay,
Whiterun,
got it.
use the Detect
got
Life
it.
spell, and keep
Okay,
doing that
got
over
it.
and over with
Okay, got it.
all of the town
Okay,
in my
got it.
view, and that will level
Okay,
up
got it.
my
Okay,
my
got it.
alteration insanely quickly.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
And I
Okay,
did
got
join
it.
the Dark Brotherhood, as I said earlier,
Okay, got
but
it.
I kind of realized shortly
Okay, got it.
afterwards that it was kind of
I'm telling you,
pointless.
I heard
Okay, got it.
howling. Those werewolf
got
tales
it.
are true.
What I
Okay, got
really
Okay,
wanted
got it.
from it was
Okay,
a
got it.
pair of gloves
Okay, got it.
that would have
Okay,
doubled
got
my
it.
sneak attack damage with one-handed
Okay, got it.
weapons. Now the problem
Okay,
is,
got it.
I'm mostly going to be using archery.
Okay, got it.
Though,
Okay,
those
got it.
gloves are amazing. They kind of will be wasted on this character.
Okay, got it. Anything
Though
else?
I do have another character that I'm currently using them on. So, it is a smart thing to have for any character that's stealth-based with daggers or swords, or even maces or axes if you prefer them. I know if I'm going to use a one-handed stealth character, I personally will use a sword or a dagger. Just because they offer decent damage, well, in particular swords over the dagger, but they're much faster. Axes and maces are quite slow, though they are good damage bringers. And they tend to have nice perks.
We heading out? What do you want me to carry?
Hopefully, I won't need
I'll
you
just
to
be
carry
here then.
anything else after this. If I could somehow get maximum in
Now I
alchemy,
remember. You're that new member of the Companions. So, you what? Fetch the mead?
I will have you know, Sir Guard, I am the leader of the Companions, though I do not care about them whatsoever. Sorry, but I don't. I was just using them to quickly level up my archery. And to do the item duplication glitch. Hopefully, this will be enough to to get enough high enough in alchemy.
Go fiddling
I have
with any
over
locks around
100
here, you're going to have
with
a real
both
problem.
wheat and giant's toes. So if I could go back here and get at least reasonably higher
You
with
know what's
that,
wrong with Skyrim these days?
that would be nice. Because duplicating these items is quite
Take a good
boring.
look around. I'm sure you'll
Though,
find what you're
let's
looking
see
for.
if we can...
If not, let me know.
Let's see how high we
might
can
have it
get
stored
with
away.
this. Giant stone wheat, and then we just spam it. Just creating fortify healths over and over, and they become slowly more and more powerful, which increases our skill even more.
If there's anything I can help you
Let's see if
with,
we could get it at least close to 80. And we got it to 74, that's not bad. Okay, let's see. Now we put one more into magic. Now, what can we start dumping it into? Not conjuration, alteration maybe? Let's see. Alteration. I don't even remember picking up the transmute spell. Telekinesis is an adept level spell. So if we put that into adept alteration,
I offer
we
remedies
have
for
that.
Don't like those eyes. You've already learned all I can teach you.
Oh, that's...
So you're interested in my
Man, that
potions and
sucks.
ingredients?
I can no longer learn anything from her. Now,
Come back
let me
anytime
do a
if you
quick
need a
Google
remedy.
search. Who else can train me in alchemy? Because
You
I
look
could
rather
learn more
pale.
alchemy,
Could be ataxia.
so
It's
what
quite a
could
problem
really
back home in
help
Cyrodiil.
is learning more from someone. Who can train alchemy in Skyrim? There we go. Let's see.
You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your
Oh.
heart's content.
Ah, so I have actually a benefit of the Dark Brotherhood now. If I go back to the Dark Brotherhood, there is a master level alchemist there. Let's go back to the Dark Brotherhood, and Babette, I believe, is a master in alchemy. So I can have her train me even higher in alchemy. Okay. Now, I haven't even talked to these guys, really. I did the quest for them that involved killing a gorilla the kind. Then I stole a set of armor, and that's it. I haven't even really talked to them. What I need to do is talk to
buy you some candy.
Babette.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. With the sweetie.
Where
like a
is
sweetie.
Babette?
Oh, yes. How about some chocolate? Oh, yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me
Let's see.
all alone. I'm so very hungry.
Where's Babette?
Let's head to the candy shop. Please, Sally. Yeah, where? Mine's dark. Oh, but you're so cute. Such a nice smile. Your teeth. No!
Let's see. Oh, it's actually the girl. It's actually the little girl.
Oh, yes, please, old man. Regale us with your tales of the wizardry.
Let's see about Babette.
My contract went very well, I'll have you know. Tried a new spell. Little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out.
Let's see, can I fast forward past this?
Damn messy.
And what of your latest, Arnbjorn? Something about a Khajiit?
Merchant.
Okay, let's take the mark for death shout real quick.
How adorable.
Now I have to wait for them to stop talking before I could talk to Babette.
I am not adorable. It was not funny, and he wasn't a merchant. He was a Khajiit monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
Can I talk to Babette yet?
Well, it's raw meat.
There you are. Astos told me all about
Let's
you.
see.
Heard you pulled the old choose your victim gag with you. I love that one.
Let's see.
You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun, and we look out for each other, just like any family.
Let's see.
It's as rewarding as it is dangerous. Let's see what I can show you.
There we go. We are now 81 in alchemy. Though that
Have a
was
good
quite
contract.
expensive. Though I think she could get me... Let's see. She's a master in alchemy. So what I imagine is she could probably get me to like 90.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet.
How much did that cost me? That cost me most of my money. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. But it was worth it in the sense of now I have 81 alchemy. That will make things much easier and go along much more quickly. Now, let's see. Oh, I just leveled up my vampire, essentially.
If it isn't the slayer of the Glanmoral witches.
Now, I want to test how my telekinesis spell will work. That is much better. I can hold it much, much longer. That is quite nice. Okay. What I need to do now is start duplicating again.
You should talk to
Let's take the giant's toes. Start dropping them one at a time again. Then the wheat.
Beyond at the forge.
And we'll
We
have
heading out?
you
All right,
pick
what
them
is
up
it?
again.
What do you need?
Be careful.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
I just wish that this lady would at
Okay, got it.
least hurry up to pick things up.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Come on. She's quite slow,
Okay,
but
got it.
I'm essentially getting dozens of free items.
Okay, got it. Okay,
These
got it.
giant toes
Murdered the
alone
High King.
are actually kind of
With his
expensive.
voice, shouted him apart.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
The giant's toes are 20 septums
Anything
apiece. Weird, the door wasn't working for a moment. I wish Skyrim and Bethesda games as a whole didn't have so many loading screens all the time. Now, we need to fast travel back. And all of our giant's toes and wheat should be duplicated. see.
Let me guess. Someone stole
Take
your
all our
sweet
items
roll.
here. Okay, I will be right back. And I am back. Sorry, I just had to check up
Ready
on
to get
something.
going? What do you
Yes,
want me to
I
carry?
need to trade more items with you.
I'll just be here then.
Okay, now let's take our items here. The wheat and the giant's tail. And keep duplicating them. I think we want to get 200 of each, or about thereof. If I could get to about that with both of these, excuse me, I think that'll be just enough to get 100 in alchemy. I'm hoping so, because if not, then this might be a while before I max it out. Then we have to worry about maxing out alteration. Then we're gonna worry about archery. Then after all that's said and done, get a minimum. Wait, did I already say archery? I need a minimum of 80 in archery, though 100 would be perfect. Okay.
Friends like... Alright, what is it?
Now,
What do you
I
need?
need you to
Okay,
pick
got it.
all these items up.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
You look tired, friend. The bannered mare has beds for Rem.
Now,
Okay, got it.
this might take a while,
Okay, got it.
especially with the alteration.
Okay, got it.
Though
Okay,
I'm
got it.
sure at
Okay,
some
got it.
point we could find
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
a few people to increase
Okay,
our
got
archery.
it.
Now,
Don't
I know
suppose
of
you
one
can enchant my sword.
that will actually
blade can barely
increase
cut butter.
archery, I think up to
Anything
5
else?
free levels of archery. It may not sound like much, but we're not even that far off anyways. So, if we could get within 5 levels of 100, we could get the woman to do it for free the last 5 levels. It takes a little bit of work. It's actually very little work, and it's more annoying than anything, but it's completely free, and it's completely legitimate. It's actually not an exploit whatsoever. It's something that was completely intended for in the game,
I mostly deal
and
with
it's
petty thievery and
very
rough and rules.
overlooked,
Been too
because
long
it is
since
a
we've had
little
good
annoying,
bandit raid.
but it could be the saving grace that we need. I noticed my giant's toes
You're
aren't
that one.
duplicating
Heading
well.
out? What do you want me to carry? I'll just be here then.
I just need a few hundred giant's toes. I'm gonna start duplicating the wheat first, because I think what gets duplicated first always seems to have less of when you go to pick it up again. I think that's what's happening here. That you always get chipped a few when you duplicate whichever item first. Now, you see all these ingredients here? I won't be duplicating them nearly to the amount that I'm duplicating all these Fortify Health ingredients. I'll be duplicating them slightly once my alchemy is fully upgraded, and only some of them. Some of them are actually items that I know will be quest items later down the road. I just collected them earlier as to avoid having to scramble to go get them. So we just need to get about 200 of each of these items here. Then I think we're going to work on alteration by using telekinesis or the drain life spell, one of the two. And I think we're going to talk to Tolfdir at the College of Winterhold to give us at least some piece of enchanted clothing that will decrease the amount of magic required to use alteration spells. And we actually need to purchase the alteration spell of our choosing,
what do you need?
which in this case will be Ebony Flesh, which is the second most powerful alteration armor skill in the game. The reason why I'm not going with the most powerful, which is the master level alteration spell, which is Dragonhide, is because Dragonhide is in fact a master spell. It requires a lot of magic to cast, but it has several other downsides. Like, it has a long animation that you have to do to even use it. You have to use both hands to use it, and you're stuck holding still while you're using it. With something like Ebony Flesh, yes, it has a fairly high magic cost, not nearly as high as Dragonhide, but at no point do I have to stop and commit to an animation with Ebony Flesh. I could actually run and cast it at the same time if need be. And I could just use one hand if need be.
Anything else?
So it has several benefits. Several benefits over Dragonhide. And I actually even looked online. Most people don't like Dragonhide because of those disadvantages. The high magic cost, the time and movement commitments that you have to make with it, and just the overall burden that it could be, especially in combat, which is what you would be using it for. Because if you're stealth like me, you won't be using it for stealth. You don't need armor if you're going to go stealthing. What you need for stealth is to remain just hidden. But if you're playing Skyrim normally without exploiting the stealth mechanic and going like 2000% better stealth or something like that, then you were bound to be caught while sneaking at least a few times. And that is why I have the bound swords, and why I'm going to work to get Ebony Flesh.
We heading out? What do you want me to carry?
Right now, I'm kind of a glass cannon at the moment. I have my strengths, but I also have a lot of weaknesses.
I'll just be here then.
So, it is quite imperative that I get something like Ebony Flesh. Just due to the fact that I'm quite weak in the fact that I have no armor whatsoever. I know I'm dropping twos right now. But I'm trying to make it to where the Giant's Toe could catch up a little bit. That should be enough. Maybe a few more. Okay. And this is the part where it becomes tedious with this stuff. Just because it takes so long to drop items individually. let's see. I also want to get archery higher up, so I could put all the nice perks into it, like being able to move faster while aiming, being able to draw the arrow quicker. I think there's a chance to like stagger, a chance to paralyze. There's all sorts of nice perks involving archery. So I want to get higher archery. That, and I think you just get higher damage as it continues to improve. Then I want to start maxing out all the enchanting perks. That way I can make all my clothing and whatnot improve my stealth and archery skills, which are the two main ones that I want to focus on. Then I can make rings to improve myself in combat for when I do eventually get detected, just because I know that's realistically what can happen. And yeah, I want to do that kind of stuff. I just think it's important to be prepared for all eventualities. That's why I'm also probably going to make a ring or necklace that makes it to where I could carry more, or I could regenerate health and stamina when I'm in the sun. Health and magic, actually. I don't really care about stamina that much, to be honest. This isn't that type of character to really care about it. I think I'm going to get to like 500 health and magic, then worry about any sort of stamina whatsoever. Just because it's not really an important stat for this character. I rarely get into combat, and when I do, my swords are quite strong when I pair them together. Not my silver swords, the bound swords. I don't even know why I have the silver swords, to be honest. They're kind of worthless. But having all these bound weapons is also nice, because they can't be taken away, they're completely weightless, and they do solid damage. There we go.
Ready to get going? Alright, what is it? What do you need?
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
Okay, got it.
Okay, go in the center in there.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
No lollygagging.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Stormcloaks,
Okay, got it.
Imperials, dragons.
Okay, got
Ain't no
it.
matter to me what I kill.
Okay,
Let
got
them
it.
come.
Okay, got it. 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 What guidance? Alright, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Thinking of settling in?
Got it.
There's a house for sale.
Okay, got it.
Breeze home. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Got her to pick up all those items. Now I need to go back to... I need to duplicate these items again. Okay. All these items should be duplicated now, and there's right under 50 of each. So, that should make it to where it's about 100 each. Then I duplicate it one more time, and it should be about 200
Heard about you and
each.
your honeyed words.
Which, if I could get about 200 each, then that'll be perfect. I think about 200 should bring me right under or right at the required level, right at 100 alchemy, which is what I desperately need for this character. Because I imagine I'm also going to need poisons.
We heading out? What do you want me to carry? I'll just
Okay.
be here.
Let's see. 92 and 97. Okay. One more duplication, and I think we're good. So let's start duplicating all of our items here. This one's going to take a little while because there's a lot of items to duplicate, but it will be worth it. Hopefully, that is the goal. If I get to about 50 and I don't think I can make it, I'll stop there. That way I can just duplicate up to 100 really quickly. Because doing it to where you go from like 10 to 20 to 40 to... yeah, I don't feel like doing that again. I'd rather just deal with like 50 and then get 100 out of it. I wish it was more quickly like on PC. Is there any quick way to... Oh my god. I am so dumb. This will save me so much more time. I am so dumb. I can't believe I never thought to do that. That is so much quicker than doing it like this. That. So apparently, if you hit R1 or L1, it will make this slider go a lot faster. I never knew that, and I've been playing Skyrim for like 2 years. That is crazy. I am so dumb. Wow. Oh, I didn't mean to eat a giant's toe. That's gross. I can imagine how gross it would be to eat an entire giant's toe. And they're huge, too. And they have a huge, gross yellow nail. Ew, that would be so gross. Though, I think eating an actual wheat would be painful, though. If you actually did eat the nail of the giant's toe, I imagine that would be painful, too. Let's hope that after all this work, it will be enough to just get to 100 alchemy. I wish I would have known about this so long ago. This could have saved me so much time. We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We almost dropped all the toes. At least we're not spilling the beans. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 100 wheat and almost 100 giant's toes.
Ready to get going? All right, what is it? What do you need?
What I need you to do is
Okay, got it.
take that giant's toe.
Okay, got it.
Actually, wait, right there.
Okay, got it. 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 Okay, got it.
Come on, pick up the giant's toe.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Come on.
Okay, got it. 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 What got? All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. 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 Okay, got it.
Come on, we're almost there.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Come on.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Come on,
Okay,
lady.
got it. Okay, got it. Anything else?
No. Hopefully. Hopefully I never have to ask you for another thing again because you were actually very rude, arrogant, and annoying. She's actually insanely rude. I essentially became the leader of her group that she's devoted her life to through me showing my worth by doing the will of Kodlak and becoming a true member of the Companions. Just completely reforged Wuthrad, the axe of Ysgramor himself, which is the founder of the Companions. I did all these things, and she won't give me any respect whatsoever. But soon, I won't need her whatsoever.
Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. It's southeast of here.
With any luck, I won't need her after this.
What is it? Watch what you're doing.
Guard, I'm picking up my litter. You should be happy. Though, there's so many items here that it's actually taking me a little while to pick them up. This better be enough. Because I do not want to do this again. No, I didn't need to do that. At the very least, at the very, very, very least, that isn't that big of a deal. It's just more annoying because of the loading doors in Skyrim. Is that everything? Oh yeah, I need the ones from your inventory.
What do you want me to carry? I'll just be...
Okay, I'm gonna have to take my draught of strength. Then I'm just gonna eat a bunch of snowberries. let's hope to God that this is enough. Because I'm sick of having to repeat this process. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hope that this is enough.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
I doubt it. Okay. Now let's take the Fortify Health.
If there's anything I can help you with, I'll bet you ask.
How is this not enough? I've increased it so much. I'm not even level 90 in alchemy left. I'm so sad. That only brought me up like 10 levels.
What are you looking at?
I'm
not
going
afraid
to
of you,
need a
you know,
lot
even
more.
if you are my elder.
So I'm gonna go for like 300 of each. This is becoming ridiculous.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of need.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guard, but I don't care. Okay, let's do this all yet again, sadly. Okay. Now we're gonna have to go through this process. Let's see. One more time is 100. Another time is 200. So let's do it. Oh wait, yeah, there's this way. Because this is becoming utterly ridiculous. I think a huge part is I'm not putting more points into alchemy. I'm putting into other things. So my alchemy isn't becoming stronger at all. And I think that's the issue here. I'm pretty sure that's it, because it did not take this much when I was upgrading alchemy on other playthroughs. Because this is actually ridiculous. It's actually upsetting me. But I could work through it nonetheless. Though this is becoming incredibly tedious and boring. Though, at least I'm not spending any actual in-game money or anything. This is just taking time more than anything. Oh yeah, and I probably have hundreds of thousands of fortify health potions. Yeah, because I still have like hundreds of things of... Yeah, I need to get those fortify health potions on my inventory because I'm gonna need space for more giant's toes and wheat. Okay. Then I'm gonna go down in here. And then potions. I don't need any of those either. I could probably create way better potions very soon.
We heading out? All right, what is it? What do you need?
You know the
Okay,
deal.
got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
You're that one from the
Okay, got
college. Heard about you.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
What is it?
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Come on.
Okay, got it. 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 Okay, got it.
Okay, that will be 50 right there, and then when we come back, that should be 100. I want to get like 400 giant stoves and 400 wheat. This is becoming ridiculous, and I just want to max out my alchemy skill. Okay. Just gotta clean up, everybody clean up.
You're the one casts those illusions. Impressive.
We heading out? What do you want me to carry? I'll just be here
Okay,
then.
well guys, gals, and moldy avocados, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm actually quite tired all of a sudden, and I think I'm gonna get ready to go to bed and go to work tomorrow. Hope you all enjoyed, despite it being pretty boring to watch, though I hope you all enjoyed the ASMR as well. So, have a good night.